are back. And we're going to do this today. I'm trying to remember where we stopped. We have an alchemy engine and a science machine. So, we are just going to make sure we have enough food. Make sure we make a thermal stone. We moved our base camp, which was a very good idea. We still need the cocoons, which we have not found, so we can go out exploring and look for them. Okay. So let me see how much wood we have. Okay. Let's go collect more stuff. Try to find the cocoons. Collect more wood. Make another storage shed. Let's go see if we can get cocoons for handbats, pigskin for football helmets, and let's get going on the process. Need to make a thermal stone, but we're okay on that. We'll make one here towards the end of the episode. I will try to remember to do that today. We need a football helmet. But as far as I can remember, let's look at the map. We found the Pig King down here. I don't see any cocoons. We can push on down and like camp there for a minute to see if we see any. Down below further down. We will be back next week streaming. There's like a really special thing happening on one of the games that I play on the Cozy side on Wednesday. I might see if I can move my schedule around a little bit to fit that in this week. We might do Red Dead Redemption 2 on a different day. But I'll have to see. Okay, no, wait a minute. Let me, hang on. I need to go more this way, don't I? We'll have to see if I can work it out. If I can't, then I'll just change some other things around. It's hard when you got games that are releasing special things that you want to cover and you've got other, but we'll figure it out and we'll get it taken care of. I just wanted to give you a little heads up. I hope you had a happy and safe 4th of July. I hope you enjoyed the Tears of the Kingdom video yesterday. Next week we will be back on track, so you will get a Friday video, and the poll will be at about Tuesday or Wednesday for that video. And then you will also get Don't Starve on Saturday again next week. We took a little vacation. It was really nice, but I do miss you guys, and I am ready to get back to being live and streaming as well. And we are working on ways to make clips and shorts for the channel. I'm going to invest in something that's going to help me do that this week. And then we'll start posting stuff like that here. And then so you guys can see what we've done in stream in case you don't get to watch them in short little clips. So be looking forward to that. That's coming. All right, let's move on. I was hoping that we didn't really get to watch fireworks last night because it stormed. I'm kind of hoping that the rain and the stuff will help cool things down a little bit, but I'm not sure. We've been in an extreme heat wave, and so I'm keep hoping that it'll start cooling down a bit, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. Okay, well, let me see if there's another way to go a little bit further over here. Doesn't look like it. Let's eat something. We're just searching for cocoons right now. I don't see any lean meat for handbats. Now, I do not recommend, I think the pigs do give you the right kind of meat, but I do not recommend it. If you are going to try something like that, I recommend having butterfly wings, spider glands, or something really good to heal with. And I recommend having like good armor and good weapons before you would even attempt that, because the pigs are pretty tough. There's a cocoon. We discovered one. Woohoo, let's get it. Okay, now where's the, hang on. Where's the beef, so to speak? Let's see what we got here. Because and especially not if they're, okay, now see, there's the log. We don't want to get rid of that. Okay. There's the meat. Let's get it. Now, it depends on how many you get. Like, if you need it to eat it, I would certainly eat the meat. If it's between that and, like, you know, your game ending and being over, I would certainly eat the meat. If you can afford to save it and you have plenty to eat. I thought I heard another one. These guys are going to be hard to find this time, huh? Then I would save it for your hand baths and stuff. There's one. Let's go get it. Now, now I've noticed this, and I don't know if this is a thing, and I'm assuming it is, because I've noticed that once you do this and you kill a couple where you see them, their logs will appear on the map. You gotta watch these guys too, because they can be kind of mean, and it can be kind of bad. So like, once you, okay, I'll show you. Once you find them on the map, see, look, now we can really see them. So then we can always know, maybe we can come back and maybe they'll respawn. I'm not sure if that's how it works. It just seems that way to me. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comment box below. But it seems like that to me anyway. I noticed that. I was like, oh, yeah, I see. Okay, let's cook these. We're going to cook the food. It makes it last a little longer. So we're not going to cook this. We're going to save it so we can finally have a ham bat. Now, like I said, if you're hungry, you don't have anything else, yeah, absolutely. But we've got quite a few bit of food, so I think we're okay. You can use that rot to fertilize with. And we're going to get some more trees down. Just keep cutting. And you can eat the birch nuts, which is nice. Okay. So, let's do this. I must put some more wood on the fire. Okay, now let's stick these up. Oops. That's okay. That just gives us more light to see by. So we can do things before the sun comes up. Let's eat the berries. And then we can also eat like one of these. There we go. Oh, it's really gonna burn now. It's okay. It just gives us light to see by so we can keep going. We can look for more cocoons on our way back. You just don't want to burn like all the forest down, you know what I mean? Because you're going to need that in some capacity. So you want to burn it all down. You want to keep some of it. Oh, look. There's another one. Let's get it. Okay, we found it. That was our purpose. We did good. We found what we were looking for. Awesome. Now, if you get some of this built up and you get like quite a few of these and you're like, man, I just need something to eat. It's okay. I would not break the stumps. I would leave them so that you can come back and get more when you need more, like hand bats and things like that. So that's what I do. You absolutely can play any way that you want to. It is totally up to you how you choose to play the game. Um, there are no, sometimes I think that there are no right or wrong ways to play these games. It's just the way you choose to do it. And that's totally cool. You are going to need pigskin though, so here's my recommendation. They won't do anything to you. So I would just knock a couple of these down because you are going to need this stuff. You can leave the stone, but you are going to need the pigskin. You don't want to knock very many of these down because, they're beside the pig king and you just don't want to do that. But I would knock a couple of these down. I don't think anyone will do anything to you. Famous last words, right? But now we got the boards for our chest. And we've got pigskin. So that is how you get the pigskin. Sometimes if you can find... Okay, now let's see where camp is. Is it up here? Are we close? Yes, it is close. Cool. We got a really close little place over there. So see, we got Caccoons down here. We got the pig king here. Okay, we're doing good. As long as we don't get another living tree, we're all good. We can clean this up now. Spend about a day cleaning up the base camp real good. And we can build like a stone wall, a wood wall, or something to keep everything out this time, which we probably will do. Look at all the rabbits, y'all. Okay, so we're going to just put away what we can. So we know that we already have this stored, and we can store that. Let's see what else we might be able to store here. That looks like that's about it. But that's okay. We've got the boards, so let's just make a storage chest. We're already good there. Here's our structures. No, there's our structure. Let's make another one. Not close to the fire. Let's make it here. Okay, now I'm going to show you. You're going to go up here to fight. And you're going to let's see what we need. Okay, pigskin. So let's go get it. Now you're going to need that also for your football helmet. So you got your hand back. So now you're going to go over here. I think this is where it's at. Let's look. It's your football helmet. You need rope. So we're going to plant some of these berry bushes first. We got to get some more room in our backpack here. My backpack's full. So we're just going to plant them here. Okay. This will be another food source once you get it fertilized. And then you're just going to go back over here. We'll get our rabbits in a minute and cook them all. You go down here and you're going to get your rope. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go up here to fight. And you're going to make a football helmet. And you're going to wear it. Now this, to me, and this is just me. Let's see. Do we have manure? We do. Let's just fertilize them with that. It works for me. So that's what I'm saying. It really works well for me. I really like this. I use the hand band and the football helmet quite a bit. If it's not your thing on the game, that's cool. This is what I use. We're going to get our rabbits now. And this is kind of, and you want to save your meat because here's the thing. We're going to save that. We're going to put it in a chest. So we're going to put this away and we're going to store it. And we're going to, let's see. We're going to store the extra pig skin. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry. We're going to store the meat. We're going to store the extra pig skin. Okay. Now what we're going to do also is going to build a fire. And we're gonna build just a little one. And we're gonna cook the food that we need to cook really quickly. That, we're gonna cook the berries. Okay. Now, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit because it does need to be cleaned up a little bit. Let's pick the grass because we do need it. I don't want to waste it, but I want to clear it out a little bit. And like I said, there is no wrong or right way to play the game. This is just the way I play. I'm going to gather up more grass, and I'm probably going to make another rabbit trap or two. And then eventually we're going to make a wood or a stone wall around this. So I'm going to clean this all up and plant the grass somewhere else. We can dig all these grass tufts up and plant them somewhere else. And then we can grow grass. So that's what we're going to do. Now we're getting a base camp going. We got another rabbit. Let's grab it. And you just kind of keep going this way. I mean, if you're playing it like I do, like for survival, this is kind of how you keep going. You just kind of keep playing, and you just kind of keep going to see how long you can make it. That's the way I play. That's the way I like to play the game. Now, there is a door where you can be... I always forget his name, but there's this guy, and you can go through the door. Now, when you do go through the door on the game, it does take everything that you had, like all your weapons, anything that you had. You don't go in with it, so keep that in mind. We're going to clear this out. We're going to very clearly make a wall around this thing this time, because clearly everything else we're doing is not making a difference at this point. So we're going to build a wall around it this time, so maybe we can last a little bit longer. Okay. That's a little better. And then we can just take all this grass and fertilize it and plant it over here. Ooh, there's another rabbit over there, but it's going to be dark, so we're going to stand here. We're going to get our hand bat, and we're going to stand there. We're going to store those extra boards. I think we can see good enough to do that. And let's see, we can store them in... No, we need that. And we also are going to need this and this. Okay. And we're going to dig these up because we can see. If you can see, you can stay busy, you know. I would stay busy as long as I can see. And I'm keeping the fire beside me. I mean, I wouldn't go way out away from the fire. You can build a torch on the game, and it is super helpful. And they do work. But I would just be careful about doing that. But you can build the torch, and it does help you at night. We're going to cook that as well. I do like to experiment with my base camps. And since I've been trying to do this, I've been really experimenting hard with what do I like? What did that work? Was that a good game plan? Did I have enough stuff? Things like that. So I have been kind of like experimenting with this. And I've been playing for like, I don't know. I don't want to exaggerate, but I'd say I've been playing for at least 4 or 5 years. And I've had enough time to like experiment. The thing is that I've been playing for that long. But it's really in the last year that I've figured a lot of stuff out that I didn't know. And what really helped me was when I started to stream with this game. And people kept giving me tips about armor and weapons and how to do things. So that's really helped me a lot. It's a super, super fun game. I do highly recommend it. I say that a lot and I get teased about it. I do recommend it. I always say 10 out of 10, and I do recommend this 10 out of 10, absolutely. It's fun. It's just fun to see how far you can make it. I'm hoping that we can make it the 70 days this playthrough, but I'm not going to promise, right? Because we've been trying this for a while. But I do want to keep trying because I don't want to give up, you know. Now see, I used the rot to fertilize that. So you can keep things that are starting to go bad, like your meat. Oh, yeah, that's okay. I wouldn't do that a lot, but like flowers, food that goes bad, things like that. It's very helpful, you know, very, very helpful. Now see, we got that all cleared out. Now what I really would like to do is I want to go over here and look at this recipe. It is going to be, let me see if it's in this part. Let me see if it's in structures. Yes, it's going to be in structures. We're going to build a stone wall, which means we're going to have to collect a lot of rocks here. We're going to go back. We're going to get them. And we are going to do some more cut stone. And we are going to build a stone wall. Because I think that would be better than a wood wall, if you want my opinion. So, let's look on the map and see if there's any, like we could go over here and get stone. We could go there and get stone. There's stone up there. We just want to be careful about where we go. Oh, we didn't make our thermal stone. All right, let me show you this. You're going to definitely want one of these. So we're going to go make an extra pickaxe. Okay, because it takes a pickaxe for some reason to make a thermal stone. And you've got to have an alchemy engine to make the thermal stone, okay? Let me see where that would be at. It would be in survival. This is your thermal stone. You're going to need more rocks to make it. So we're going to go collect a bunch of rocks. Because we're going to make a rock wall. And we're going to make a thermal stone because we need it. We got another rabbit. And also, we're going to collect more grass. Because we're going to need that too. Because we're going to collect more rabbits. And this is kind of just how you do it. And this is the reason I kind of changed the place we were camping. Because we kind of needed a better area where we had like lots of rabbits. Because this is how we're going to survive. Okay. So let's look on the map again and see where we want to go. We're actually close. Let's go down this way. And when we go, let's do that. We're going to go down here and collect all these rocks. On the way, we can also dig up stumps and things like that. Keep on going. I don't think there's anything over here, really. You know, you just want to kind of keep your eye out. Because, I don't know, I've also noticed that I'll scope out a place thinking it's okay. And we're going to save that. And then go back. And I'm like, that wasn't there before. So, just be cautious. I don't think the buzzards do anything. I tried to get a couple of these for meat. And they seemed kind of hard to get, to be real honest with you. Well, we need the flint anyway, so. And the twigs too. We need to put twigs back. So, you just need to be mindful of that kind of thing. Gonna need it for weapons. Well, not. You're gonna need it for tools, basically. I don't know if we can make it back up here. To camper now. Let me see. We might make it. Let's go try. I don't know if we can or not. Let's see. Where are we? We're going away from... We can if we go the right way. We gotta hurry, though. It'd be nice if we could just make it back to camp. We gotta hurry. Now, the game is inexpensive. You can play it on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, the Switch. I think you can probably play it on a Steam Deck. So it's very inexpensive and it's very readily accessible. You can play it on almost every platform that I know of. So, like, it's just fun if you want to experiment with it and try it out. It's one of my, like I said, it's one of my favorites. I love it. Just love to see how far I can make it and stuff like that. I kind of love to push the envelope, if I'm being honest. So, let's see. Let's eat some of these. They're stale, but that's okay. They're food. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Well, let's stand over here a minute and then we'll talk about it. Let's go ahead and put some stuff away we can see. Let's put this away. This away. This away. Okay. I think we're good. Let's cook the seeds there. Now, you can use these for a farm. And they will grow different things. And usually I do. But this time I'm going to use them for food. But you can make farms. I'll show you here. Oh, hang on. Let's go over here. I think you can do it on this one. You can make a farm. So you can make a basic farm, an improved farm. You can make the bucket of poop. You can make a bee box. So you can get, like, I think you can get your own honey and stuff. But you have to be really careful doing that. Because you have to get 4 bees, 1 honey. I think it's like a honeycomb or something like that in the boards. So I would be really careful with the bees. But you can do that kind of stuff here. Let me see. Alright, let's see what it takes to make this wall. Structures. Two cut stone. I wonder. Okay, hang on. I'm going to try this. Cut stone. We also need to make our thermal stone. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see if we've got enough. Let's see. That would be survival. We need an extra pickaxe. How many twigs do we have? Okay, we're going to have to get some more twigs. Now we're going to make our thermal stone. And this is going to be what keeps us warm in the winter. Now what we want to do is, it's not cold yet. So what I usually do is I make it and I store it. And when I see that it's getting cold, I take it back out and I use it in the winter. You're going to stand by the fire. It's going to warm it up. And then you can walk around for a while with it. And then you'll have to build another fire and warm it up again. But it's good to have, absolutely. Now I want to see how many pieces of wall this will make. So we're going to go back here. We're going to make it and see. 6. Okay. We don't want to use all our stone. As a matter of fact, what we probably want to do is start here. So let's try and see how we feel about it. Sometimes I'm not real great with the walls in Don't Starve. But these look a little easier. Oh, I like that. Okay. I'm wondering, let's see, how many rocks do we have? I just want to be careful with this stuff. Because it's hard to come by sometimes. Let's try this again. I want to see something really quickly. Let's see what we can do here. Structures. Okay, cut stone. Structures. Will it let you stack it on top of it? Let's see. No. Okay. We're going to go ahead and start building one. We're going to do this to try to keep some of this garbage out of our camp. So that we don't have to worry so bad this time about things. We're going to try. It takes a lot of stone. So I just want to make sure of what I'm doing here. Because we might need it for other things. And I don't want to waste it if we do. But I kind of want to protect us from the beefalo and stuff too. So we're going to try it. We're just going to try it and see. We need twigs. We do need to eat something. Let's eat these because these are kind of not good. I kind of like to eat some of that before it goes bad because it seems like a waste if we don't. Alright, let's try to find some twigs because it's not quite dark yet. We got a little bit of a base wall going, don't we? That's good. We need to do these things. We need to kind of fortify ourselves. Okay, we're going to dig these up and plant them. we got a new plan this time. We got a new plan, crew. We got a new plan. We're going to try to stay in this camp. I'm trying. I'm going to fix it. Now, I've noticed that if you do make the farms, just something that I want to say. If you do make the farms, they're really good. But I've noticed that in the winter, the crops don't grow quite as fast. And in the summer, they don't grow quite as fast. In the spring. I'm sure they grow fine. I'm sure you just have to know how to do it. So. But the autumn, I did really good with them in the autumn time. We're going to grow some more of our own saplings. Now, the saplings and the trees do not have to be fertilized when you plant them. So, just keep that in mind. That's safe. You don't have to worry about that. You can just plant those and they'll grow. The wall will at least keep the beefalo out, which will be kind of nice when they start like mating and having children and things like that. Okay, so the twigs and the grass and the berries are there. Let's do the twigs up behind. Let's do the twigs. Let's go ahead and do this real quick before it gets dark. We'll just do those here. And you don't really have to do anything to those. They'll just grow back. which is kind of nice. Alright then. We got a lot done. We got a little bit of a wall going. We probably had to collect more rocks. We got 2 chests. We'll play through maybe like one more day here and then we'll wrap this video up. Thank you so much for being patient this week and understanding. I'll be back next week. We'll be live and we'll hang out and have a good time. Just hung out with Pat a little bit because we never get to. So we had a lot of fun and I enjoyed it. He will be going back to work next week and I will be getting back to my regular scheduled program. We also hung out and played games in my office, so I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot of fun. So my office was kind of a little bit of something else last week, but that's okay. We had a good time and we enjoyed it. We kind of had a staycation, which is always nice to do. We just stayed home and hung out and I enjoyed it. We'll just play through one more. Play through here and see what else we can do. It's been a minute for the hounds, but I haven't seen him yet again, so well, when we do, we're all ready to go. We got the twigs. I made a rock wall. Let's go down this way and see what else we can get very quickly. Let's pick up the berries in the berry bushes here. That's probably a good idea. If we see rocks, let's get rocks, because it's probably not a bad idea, to be completely honest with you. And also, I would think if we would get a few butterflies, that would be a good idea, in case we run into something bad. But not gonna let me right now. Stick this up too. The more you have, the better off you are. It's just, you know, collecting resources. Shovel's gone. And also, don't be like me. Sometimes I pick up things that I don't need, or I make a tool that I don't need. It's not the end of the world, but it's, you know, your resources. You want to be careful about doing, just so you don't waste your twigs and your flint and stuff. So just be careful. Don't be like Maniac and be a maniac doing everything. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the buttons though. So, you know, it's no big deal if you do. Just collecting more as we go here. And sometimes you'll find the cocoons again. See, there's another one. We come back and we got another one. So, you know, you see them, collect it. Because you don't know when you can come back. Especially as it gets more towards, like, winter time. Because you never know what's going to be down here. Like, I've been noticing, too. I mean, it's because I've just been playing the game a little more than I used to. Different seasons bring different things. So, just be careful. Because I noticed that myself. Like you think you're all good and you think you know what's down there, and then you leave it and come back and you're like, oh, well, I didn't remember that being there before. So I think we need to be more cautious about not planting trees directly in our camp. We did it this time, which I said we weren't going to, but we need to be more careful and cautious about that. Um, because you get a living tree, they get in there and you can't hardly get them out. So just be careful about that too. Let's get this stone while we see it as well. Let's get these twigs. I mean, the more the better, right? Because we were about out of twigs. I don't see any more raccoons down here, but at least we stumbled upon them today, because I didn't even know if we could, and we did, so that's a good thing. Alright, I think we're going to go back to camp before it gets dark so that we can wrap the video up in camp. We did really good today, though. We made a thermal stone, another storage chest. We started our rock wall, which we will continue to work on. We did really well. We found the raccoons today. We did really, really well. So we know that all this stuff is down here now. So we found it. We're going to continue to search for stone, but we want to make sure that we're not using it all. So I think we're just going to go back and wrap this up. Alright, we're just going to wrap up here. When we start next time, we'll be here and that'll be fine. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today and for hanging out with me. We're still on our 70-day journey, which that's fine. Maybe sometime we'll get it. Hopefully we'll get it this year. We're almost through autumn, actually. So I didn't quite see, but I think we're on day 16 or 17, something like that. Winter will be starting soon. We're going to make it through winter, and then we're going to try to make it through spring. We're going to play a little smarter. We're going to build a wall all the way around us to keep things out this time. And if we have to, we're just going to stay in that camp as long as we have plenty of stuff. If we need to get out, we'll get out. But if we don't, we won't this time. We'll try that strategy and see how that works out for us. Let's see what we got coming up. Probably Red Dead Redemption 2 on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please note that if I do decide to do the, if I do decide to cover the game on the cozy side, we may be changing that stream, but we will be doing Red Dead Redemption 2 at some point next week. And we will be doing Sunday Roundup at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Ganon next week. And I am making things so that will be a little easier, and maybe we can accomplish that next Sunday together. I want you to have a fantastic day. I hope you had a happy and safe 4th of July. Stay cool, stay hydrated where it's warm, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks, crew. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.